Hello, beautiful Simmers. Today we're going over the Sims 4 High School Years expansion pack CAS items. This pack retails for $39.99 USD. However, every few months the EA app does offer sales where you can get this pack heavily discounted. If you do decide to purchase it, you can use the creator code. While it doesn't give you a discount, it is a way to support your favorite creators in that it gives them a small commission. Throughout this video, I'll be giving you my thoughts on these items and overall impressions. Let's get into it.
With this expansion pack, we do get a few new aspirations. We've got Live Fast. This sim aims to get the most out of life by living carefree and rule-free. Admired Icon. This sim wants to be a trendsetter, popular and influential, a true icon. Drama Llama. This sim wants all the drama all the time. Goal-oriented. This sim wants to be the best. Grades? Check. Sports? Check. Money? Check. The road to success is being paved. We also have a new death type. A couple, actually. We have Death by Stink Capsule. This sim met an untimely end in a stink capsule explosion. The overwhelming fumes caused a fatal outcome. What a pungent way to go. And then Death by Urban Myth. This sim fell victim to an urban myth, dismissing the rumors until it was too late. While others might attribute the death to fear, only few know the real cause.
Alright, so for this high school years expansion pack, I think it's really nice that we do get toddler hairstyles. So we're just going through those right now. I love this one. It's so cute. Look at, they even styled the edges. And then we have this one here with the little braids. And I just decided to put her back in there. Now, the child Sims also get hairstyles, which I love. And then this one is really beautiful, but you can see the barrette changing colors. I still wish that we could change the barrette color on its own. That would be amazing. We do have some of these same hairstyles that we've seen on the toddlers for the older child Sims. And again, we are getting some of those edges styled, which I think is a nice touch. It just adds a little more realisticness to it. Realism, whatever you want to say. Now we're into adult hairstyles, or I guess we should say teen Sims. But either way, you can always use these on adults, young adults, elders, whatever. But these are the same hairstyles that we've seen on the toddlers and on the child Sims. Again, like I said, I do actually really love that barrette, and this one's kind of fun. I did go through some swatches so you can see the different colored hairstyles. I just love those braids. I always thought those were so beautiful, and I always thought they look so pretty. And then we've got this one. I'm not really a fan of it. It definitely reminds me of the werewolves. Then we have this one. I decided to go through and give you an idea of the different swatches that we have for this colored hairstyle. And then we do get it in the basic hair colors as well. Now we do get graduation caps, of course. It's high school years, so you're definitely going to need graduation caps. And then we do have a bucket hat, this one looks like it's knitted, which is kind of fun. I think that's a cool idea. And then, and here is the crown. And there's the jester hat. We've got these fun sunglasses. I think this is perfect for teens or even child Sims, but we can't really put those on child Sims, unfortunately. I think that would have been a nice recycled item. Now we have this necklace, but I zoomed in there to show you that it kind of, I don't know, you guys, did you see that where it kind of folds? Isn't that kind of weird? I think it's supposed to be for the collarbone, but it doesn't line up right. Now we've got a candy necklace, and oh my gosh, as I'm older, I just realized how unsanitary and disgusting these are to be using. No offense if you still wear these and use those, but yeah. Now we've got this little choker. It does have a little locket, a heart locket, and then at the back of it, it does have a key. And we get a boutonniere, right? Boutonniere, corsage. I think that on the female Sims, it's a corsage. And we do get some makeup in this pack, which is pretty fun. You can see the little jewels there as well. And then I'm just messing with the opacity and hue and whatnot, just so you guys can get an idea. We do get another eyeshadow as well. This one does not have the little jewels on it, but it's still fun nonetheless. And again, I messed with the saturation, all that stuff, so you guys can get an idea that you can change this. We also get a new blush. This one goes on the nose. Not a huge fan of that because my nose is already red as it is. I'm not trying to make it more red, you know what I'm saying? Now, I did go through the swatches of the blush so you can see, and then I did mess with the saturation, hue, all that good stuff. We do get some eyeliner as well. I think this one's pretty fun. I don't know. I think eyeliner can be really hard to do in real life, especially depending on your eye shape and if you have hooded eyes or not. So I think sometimes eyeliner is fun. Anyways, we're getting into the tops. We've got a sheer top here, which is perfect. And then we've got this tie-dye shirt, which I'm glad that they included that. We only get one swatch of that. This one is super awesome, this jean jacket. You can see on the back, it's very beautiful. We do get a cheer top, and then we get this little sweatshirt type deal. The llama's on the side. I think that's a nice touch. Some of these swatches are cute, others are but this is a very colorful top. What I mean by that is it's got a lot of different colors in it. This top, yep, we got sequins there. Do you see that? Crazy, right? Like, it's just all sequined. It looks cool, but honestly, wearing sequins in real life is so uncomfortable. This actually reminds me of like a stewardess, but it's supposed to be a for like a private school. There you go. And now we have like a workout type sweatshirt, and we do get one similar in the, is it the Growing Together or Parenthood pack? One of those two. We've got this top here. It's a little sweater, and it's supposed to be like very schoolgirl or whatever, but you're not going to be able to get away with that in school. You know, it shows your midriff. We've got a see-through jacket here. I think that's kind of fun. And then here we've got a little anime character. I think that's nice. And then I do like the texture, or that they don't paint on the sleeves, how they kind of roll up there. I think that's a nice touch. And then how they do add the folds in there. Again, this reminds me of like airport staff or like the pilot, but again, it's a school uniform. Now we've got a regular t-shirt. We've got some binary numbers on there, and then we've got another regular t-shirt. The sides do have some graphics on them. I don't really know what this is supposed to be, like a chest piece. This one definitely is chest. I think this is cool. This one almost looks like it's supposed to be a school shirt. But we've got this adorable knitted top, and I do like how it's not painted on. Those ties are just beautiful. I love this one. It's so cute and fun, especially for summer. Then we've got another basic tee. It is oversized, but it's, yeah. And then we have where she's like wearing a little crop top or sports bra underneath, and maybe she's wearing like her boyfriend's shirt. We can pretend. I don't know. Then we've got this sweater here, this sweater vest, I should say. And then we have this one. It's just cute for summer. It's like a, oh my gosh, I lose my words sometimes. This one's kind of interesting because it is see-through. You could see the bra. So it's just kind of interesting how they included that in this pack. I don't know. I guess it depends on the culture and where you grew up. Now we do get another cheer top. This is pretty fun too. It's got the school lettering on it. And again, we get another mesh see-through top. It is kind of fun, but it's just kind of interesting how they do add that in there. This one I adore. Like, you know, when you wash that item, it's gonna go crazy, but it's so beautiful. Now this one here is more grown up, but we do have that top underneath. Now, this one's kind of fun, kind of cute, could be dressed up a little bit, you know. And then we've got this jacket item here where it is supposed to be like a, we're going with faux fur, okay? Because we love the animals, right? Now we've got this top here. This one's kind of cute. I do like it for the teen Sims. And then we've got this one as well. It is more childlike in my opinion. And then we do get some swatches that are more grown. This top right here is, I like it because it seems more like they're entering into adulthood. And then you can see on the back, we do get those elbow pads that are different colors in some of those swatches. This one as well is more dress attire. And some of them, we do get some fun swatches. This is really cool. Do you see that back detail? We've got like a lot of see-through crocheted or whatever type items. And I do think that's kind of fun. We do get another cheer top. This one is short sleeved, or I should say no sleeves. And then we get another like a workout type top. This one's cropped. And then we do get some name across it. And then we get this sweatshirt, which is raunched at the bottom. And then we get this one. You can see it says designed by XYZ. I'm just going through those. Unfortunately, we will only get the one swatches of those, but it is kind of cool to see who they were designed by. So I'm just showing that to you guys. I zoomed out so you guys can see who they are designed by. I'd like to get credit to that. Now we're in the full body items. Now look at that gold. I think they did an excellent job doing that. Of course, we're going to need some prom dresses, so we do get some of those. Oh, I do love that floral swatch. So beautiful. And then we get just basic colors. I don't know what we're going with here. It almost looks like a windbreaker, to be honest. I don't know. You know how things come back? Maybe that's what we're going with. I don't know. This is kind of interesting. She's got a long sleeve underneath, and then she's wearing a dress over her long sleeve item. And then, of course, we've got the graduation gown, definitely fitting for the high school years expansion pack. We're going to need that, you know? And then we have this dress as well. It looks more like it's supposed to be something for school uniforms. Then we've got this item here, which looks like it's to be worn for playing games, whatnot at school. Now look at these. We got a lot of sequin detailing here. So it's kind of fun. I guess if you wanted to wear this one to prom to be a little bit different, this dress is super cute. Look at those ruffles, and the belt it's not painted on, it sticks out. I think those are excellent details here. I just adore this one. It's so cute, fun. And then this one's nice too. Look at those. I love the little frill on it. It reminds me of the socks I had when I was little, you know. I think this is a nice touch to it. This one, we get another oversized baggy tee with long sleeve shirt underneath. And then we get another prom dress. This one is just gorgeous. You could use this as a wedding dress as well. I'm just zooming in to show you some of those details here. But I do think that's cute. And then we've got this here. Again, we're going with a lot of the oversized or cropped tops, you know. It seems like it's more one or the other. Now we've got another dress here. You can see the little buttons on it. And then this one is designed by so-and-so. And to me, it looks like a clown outfit. Not gonna lie. Now we've got some bottoms here. We've got a jean skirt. And then we've got some jean shorts that are ripped. And then you can see the tag in the back, which is kind of cool. Or you know. And then we've got a skirt, a plaid skirt, which I had to show you. It glitches there. You see her fingers are going inside the skirt. You know, that's just a little weird. But anyways, this looks like it would be for a uniform as well. Or you could just use it for fun. And then we have the skirt that matches the cheerleading top. These pants are kind of fun too. And we also have these, as I was saying before, we have some that are designed by so-and-so. So you can take a look at those. And we do have a skirt here. I don't like how the belt is painted on. You know, I don't like that at all when they do that. It drives me crazy. And we got another skirt as well. We got asymmetry going on here. The checkered one is kind of fun, not gonna lie. And then we do have these fun baggy pants with the pockets on the side. And then we get this skirt here, and we have those buttons going all the way down. This could be more for like a teacher skirt, some of those swatches I feel like, but does have some fun swatches as well. Then we have a pair of jeans, and I do like the belt there. We've got a pair of baggy pants here, and it looks like there's supposed to be tights underneath. You can see through the ripped part there are tights. I think these are so adorable. The plaid skinny jeans, I think those are so fun. And we do get some more pants. These ones look like they're more towards the sweatpant type. And then we have these ones, which I feel like these would go great for like the 70s or something. They're very high-waisted, and then they do have designs at the bottom on some of the swatches, which I think is really fun and a nice touch, especially for teens or young adults. We have some acid wash jeans here, and then we have this skirt, which we do have that top that goes with it, and I'll be showing you guys the end of the video, my personalized styled looks that I put together for you, so you can get a better idea of what you can do with these items. Now we have sweatpants that match a sweatshirt that we've seen earlier. So that's nice that we get those that go together. And then we have more of a dress attire pant. These are kind of nice. I do like the more fun swatches on there, not gonna lie. Then we have some basic jeans. Again, I like how we have the little tag on the back. I can't think of the proper name for that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. We have another cheer skirt here that matches the cheer top that we have. So that's great. We've got a mini skirt here, and then we've got these pants as well. You can see a little detailing on the sides there. That's kind of fun. Now we're getting into shoes. We've got these high platform flip-flops, you know, definitely great for the short girlies. And then we have these interesting shoes. What can I say about them? I don't know. They're very different from what we've seen. Now we can see this is the corsage, I believe. Yes. So this is an item that we get there. And then we do get a pair of socks, which is fun. I love the little cherries here. And then we do get, of course, other swatches as well. Now we do get arm hair, of course, you know, and I'm showing you guys the regular arm hair that we have and the no arm hair that we have. I just wanted to give you a comparison of that. Now we get chest hair as well, and I'll show you the regular chest hair that we do have in the game so you can see the differences as well. And we get back hair too, you know. Let's be honest here. It is what it is. Some of us are hairy, some of us aren't. And this adds more realism to the game. Now we do get some freckles, which are super cute. I hate that this kind of stuff is behind a paywall, but you know, it is what it is. We do have some styled items here. So some of these are really fun, and you can see they add the makeup on for some of these styled looks, which is kind of fun. Just gives you an idea of what you can use. Now, I guess for some reason, I didn't have the male or female ticked, so it just goes to all of them. I think I realized that here, but yeah, you guys can see, I guess, if she's wearing items that are for the males, you can see that. And since I started, I just had to keep going with it, so my bad. I do think some of these items put together are really cute, and some of them are just very out there, in my opinion. Now, moving on to the male Sims, we do get toddler hairstyles, of course, which is nice. So that is neat. And then the little boys do get hairstyles as well. The child boys, I guess I should say. And now on to adult Sims. We're getting those same hairstyles that we'd seen, and some of them are recycled from the feminine side as well. And I'm going through swatches here so you guys can get an idea of what this fun fashion color hairstyle looks like. Now we do get some facial hair, and it's just a little bit, you know, because sometimes during those years it's just a little bit, you know what I mean? You don't grow a ton of facial hair, and sometimes some guys do. I guess it just depends, you know. We're all different. And then we of course get the graduation cap. This is perfect for an item that is recycled. It goes like, this is where I say recycled items work. The men do get this, or the teenage boys, I guess I should say, do get that hat, and then they get this candy necklace as well, and then they get this choker too. For these things, I wish the guys would have gotten something different, because you can always uncheck the feminine items versus the male items. The boutonniere here, of course, I feel like I should have put on a top so you could see better. So yeah. So here is our crown. And then again, we got the jester hat. And the guys do get these same rainbow colored glasses. I mean, they're fun, but again, I feel like the guys should have gotten something different. The guys also get the blush. So I thought that was kind of interesting that that you don't have to untick that. Now we're getting into tops, and the guys get the same top as the females without the bra, and I'm just zooming in so that you can see the little puffiness and the detailing there. We do have a cheer top for the guys, and we get this one too. Some of these are designed by XYZ as well, and this is another recycled item that we have. It's that sequined top. Now we do get a school uniform, which is kind of interesting because I don't think the female Sims got the sweater. The teenage girls got the sweater. I don't know. We do get like a sweatshirt with a baggy tee over it. And then we get another school uniform type deal. Some of them do not have the school uniform swatches. Now, there's some zippers on this jacket, which is kind of fun. Again, we're going for that flight-esque look. I know those aren't words, but whatever. So we do get some of these shirts that are recycled as well. I mean, it works. They're not as baggy on the guys. So I guess what the deal is maybe maybe what they're going for is she's supposed to be wearing her boyfriend's tee. I don't know. Or, like maybe she just bought an oversized tee. But I think that they were going with she's wearing her boyfriend's tee, and that's why it's so big on her. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, obviously, girls can wear oversized tees, but I feel like with this pack, high school years, that's what they're going for. We do get a track jacket, and you did see that one when we went into the styled looks. We do get another school uniform, and then we get some swatches that aren't so school uniform-ish. I had to zoom in here because it looks like the Adidas logo. I just had to show you that. Or maybe it's Reebok. I don't know. We get another top here with some anime characters on it. And this is just, some of these items are very out there. Now we do get a bow tie here. And you notice at the bottom too, I didn't zoom in, but you see those little frills on the base of the hands. I think that's kind of cool. We do get another top for prom. And then we have this one here. Some of these I'm just not feeling. I feel like I don't see high schoolers wearing these things. This is like very 70s in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe some of these things are coming back, but I don't know. And we do get another cheer uniform for the dudes. And then of course we get another item for prom, which makes sense, I've heard that they go to prom every week. So, wow, that's insane. And this is another recycled item. I feel like this one shouldn't have been recycled. I think that's lazy in my opinion. And then we've got this, another item for prom, or you could do it for like a wedding or something. Again, another item for prom, which does make sense. But now I'm feeling like the guys get more items for prom than the girls do. I don't know. Again, these button-up shirts with the long sleeve underneath. I don't know. And then we get a vest with a t-shirt underneath. I feel like we've seen that in other packs as well. And we get an oversized vest here. And then for some reason, it always leans towards one side more than the other. I do think this vest here is kind of fun. It's different. It's more rock and roll. And then we have the freezer bunny on the back, which is nice. So I'm just going through the swatches so you can see that some of these vests do have items on the back. We have this one. It's designed by, so you can see that. And of course we have this one, which is designed by as well. And then this one as well, like a leather jacket type thing. Now we're going into full body items. The male Sims do not get as much as the female frame Sims do. And then, of course, you know, they're going to need graduation attire as well. So there's that. And then we have this item. I think they did such a great job on the shininess of the gold. I think that was awesome. Another game item, like if they're playing in a tournament or whatever. Now, this is the recycled shorts. You know, I think some of that is just so lazy when they do that. We have these pants for cheer as well. And then we have these look like they're more football pants, in my opinion. And then, but they do look like they're workout attire. I don't know. This was kind of interesting. I wanted to zoom in here to show you that chain is not painted on and neither is the belt. So I think that's awesome when they don't make it painted on. These shorts, I think, go great with the pack. You know, I think you could use these for female frame Sims. But, you know, basketball shorts, I feel like are always something. I guess I don't see too many people wearing basketball shorts around here. But where I grew up, basketball shorts were a staple, you know. Everybody wore them. Now we've got these pants. Some of them are kind of interesting swatches. Now we have these same pants as well as we did for the girls. And then we get these pants that we had for the girls as well, which are like sweatpants, or maybe you could use these as pajama pants. We've got these jeans, which look like they have, you know, been patched up one too many times. But hey, we're all for recycling. Reduce, reuse, recycle, right? Oh my God, that's why they recycle so many items. This isn't like reduce, reuse, recycle. Like it only works when in real life, like not for The Sims. We get another pair of pants. These ones are more like crop pants. And then the guys get these same sweatpants as the girls do. And then we have these pants, which are more, I don't know, they're tied up at the top and then towards the inseam, they just bulk out. We have these pants, which we have these in the female side as well. And then, of course, we get these same recycled items. I'm not going to lie, guys. I think it's totally lazy when they do so many of these recycled items. Like I said, it only works for a select item type. And otherwise, I'm going to write it off as lazy. Okay? You're going to have to let me know what you think in terms of the recycled items. Like here, it looks like another recycled item. But yeah, now for shoes. Aha! They did not completely recycle the shoes, so points there. A+. Yes, very nice. But they only get one pair of shoes, and then they do get the corsage. I believe that's what they're called. And of course, they get the socks as well. So I do like how they did add the socks there. Now we're going through the arm hair, so you can see how it looks like on a teen sim for male. And then the chest hair, we're going through all of that as well. And I'm going through again to show you what we have in base game, just to give you guys an idea. Again, I think it's messed up that they did this behind a paywall. I mean, I get it, but still, I don't like that. Now we're into styled looks, and since, well, let's see, are they going to get the styled looks that the female Sims have? Let's find out. I don't remember, but some of these styled looks, oh my God, are just not doing it for me. I don't know, you guys. And keep in mind that some of these items, when they do styled looks, they do use base game. Per usual, I put together some outfits so you guys can see how you might utilize this expansion pack. Now, some of these go great together, others not so much. And then you can see there is a crown. We do get that, but for some reason it wasn't showing earlier. And then yeah, we've got this tracksuit, which I think we might have seen some different swatches of that. And I don't remember if I said, but this shirt, you can definitely tell it's see-through now. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, some of these don't match. I'm I'm trying to put together things that might semi go together, or you know, utilize as much of this pack as I can. I don't use base game for this because I feel like an expansion pack should be able to, you should be able to make outfits and whatnot work with just the expansion pack. But here's one of the uniforms, and then there's these other items. So I put that with that, and here we go, some more clothes. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you're thinking of the outfits. I don't know, I just throw together whatever sometimes, and this is kind of hard because the pants are like sweatpants, but they matched, so that's what I did. I did that, right? And I had to utilize some of the drawn by stuff or created by, whatever. And then, of course, I had to go over here. Oh, he's not supposed to be wearing a jester hat. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess some people at graduation would do that. But here he is in his cap and gown, of course. Now we're going through the feminine side, and I actually like this a lot better than the masculine side. I just had to do those colors, you know, it reminds me of the 90s. So there's some school uniforms, and there's this skirt here. Sometimes you can pair it with a cheerleading top, but I just had to show those. And I do want to emphasize this tuck right here on the shirt. It looks really good with the pants or skirt, you know. I think that's a nice touch. And some of these, I don't know, some of them were hard to put together outfits, and others not so much. And I did think it was interesting that you could use this sequin skirt. It matches the cheer top. And I was just trying to utilize as much of the expansion pack items, clothing items, as I could, just to help give you guys more of an idea. And some of them are kind of fun. I do think that I wanted to show too that this also matches the blue and the cream. I do think that there's a lot more items for the feminine side Sims, and of course they usually get a lot more than the guys do, but you can create some cute looks with the feminine side. The masculine side is a little bit I think they could have done a lot better job on the masculine side, in my opinion. I do like a lot of the items on the feminine side. I don't like how we have recycled items that should not be recycled. It always irks me. It's lazy and I don't like it. I think there's the jester hat. Just had to show that again. Now, I think that it could have been done better, but I do think that there are some good items in here. I think there's some fun things like this here. I love this little cute outfit together. I think this top is adorable, and the swatch of this bucket hat is nice as well. And this is just totally out there, but I had to put the sunglasses and the candied necklace. Now, some of these you can actually put the necklace over the clothing items, and others you can't, which I found very interesting that we're actually allowed to utilize some of those. And then, of course, we have the graduation cap and gown. Couldn't go without that. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this expansion pack CAS. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.